is Saturday. Today I'm going to, this is the morning right now, and I'm going to do the photos for the second beast, which I finished. I'm still working on the two bell, which are not finished, so they will probably not arrive on my first Etsy shop update. There will be another one later in August with other pieces inspired by Beauty and the Beast. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I've done these past days. I wanted to film other videos, all that, but right now we have another heat wave, summer heat wave, as we have now every summer, and I'm just struggling with summer, to tell you the truth. I just hate summer. It's my least favorite season. And it's just too intense right now. These past 5-6 years, it's intense every year, really. It's 40 degrees Celsius outside, close to 30 inside, and we don't have air conditioning or anything like that. So it's just a struggle, really, just to have your brain working, all that. I'm a bit sluggish. I'm almost a bit dizzy in the afternoon when it's just too warm. Even if you put the shades and all that, it's still warm and very dry, very sticky, very dry, very unpleasant. So I can't wait for fall, for wind, snow, colds, rain, all that. I'm really a winter person. And here I live in Saint-Étienne, so it's 40 minutes from Lyon, so it's the southeast of France. There is a big quarter like that. And we have now the warmest quarter for summers in France. It's going to be worse and worse, they say, every year. So it's very continental weather, very warm, much warmer than the coast or the borders of France, ocean or Mediterranean edges, which are not as warm as here. That's for the season. I hope it's less warm where you are. So this weekend, yes, I'm doing my photos. I'm continuing to work on Belle. I'm going to go to the garden center to fetch some ivy, because my flowers are not super well. I wanted to have some ivy on my balcony. My vine is not well, and I found a solution on my garden side, which is not my garden, but the windows I have on the garden side. I had some boxes with flowers, and a few years ago they fell. When I arrived, I wanted to have them, but I don't have anything to protect them from extreme wind. We have everything extreme these days. So I had once my boxes which fell on the ground. It was much lower. It could have been very dangerous if someone was stopping by at this moment. So I removed them, tried to put them back, but every time it's windy, I'm a little uncomfortable. So I found a solution that there was some wood, the first wood edges that were there before my window had been changed by the previous owner, and I still have some wood pieces, and I put some things there, some sort of hooks, and with my wire around my boxes. I think they're really safe now. They can't fall. They're really protected and hold by this system. I will show you that. So I'm really excited to go to the garden center, try to see what I can find. I know it's midsummer. You're not supposed to buy flowers in midsummer. There will probably not be a lot of things. Maybe I will just buy plants, green things, which will give a bit of green touch to the garden side. And this morning, I'm also reading pretty much every morning, and I'm close to finish. I'm going to stop now, but this book, which I found at the old bookshop, I bought it 2 years ago, or 1 year and a half, which is the daily life at a different period of history, and this one is during the Napoleonic era, which I adore. It's one of my really favorite time of history. I adore these moments. And I finished it almost, and it was just such a great read, such nice unexpected stories on life in Paris, a lot of little side note stories around Napoleon and his courts, around people from Paris living during this time. A lot of funny, totally unexpected things. The interest, for example, for the Gothic, the haunted thing, ghosts, all that, which arrived later in the 19th, but it happened. You see that in one of Jane Austen's novel, Northanger Abbey, this interest for Gothic and all that. And I didn't know that in France it was also the case, people like that too. I thought it was only in England. There was a man who had turned his entire castle into a haunted castle, an aristocrat who came back after the revolution. And he turned his entire castle into something completely crazy, just to scare his guests, really. And I think, well, he had a bit of money, so he used a lot of theatre system to And I don't know if it's all this system are still existing in this castle. There was some, it was totally Harry Potter like-ish, Harry Potter-ish if you will. There were some portraits which were moving, so probably some people were hiding behind some portraits, some curtains were moving, there were some storms at night starting from nowhere, things like that. So I really adore reading all these stories, that just adore it. That's such a pleasant moment for me to read all that. I'm going to stop because I've read quite a few pages this morning, and I'm going to start my day watering my flowers, going in the studio and going to the garden center. And tomorrow I'm visiting my friend Gaëlle. You have seen her in the Red Warp video, and I'm going to spend one day with her after many months of confinement, COVID, lockdown, all that. So it's going to be fun. So that's pretty much what I brought back from the garden center. Some ivy for the balcony, so I have 4. I'm going to have them in a box. I bought this for Clochette, few things for Clochette. This, she's crazy about that. It is some Cateria thing. She's completely crazy about that. I already put it on one of her toys. Of course, they have a section for animals, so I bought this so that she would damage my things a bit less. She has one thing already, but not in cardboard, so hope she will like this one. I like a nice scent, so I need to refill my bottles of diffuser, something like that. So this one is raspberry and camellia, so I think it's going to smell really nice. And I had one for the studio, another one for the living room. And the purple are for the studio, and the white should be for the bedrooms. So I'm going to see with the box I have how I organize that. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with what I brought. I really took what I could. I didn't have a lot of choices, so I'm quite happy. At least I found those. I had them when I arrived here in Saint-Étienne, and after my box fell, all that, I removed them. But they don't have too many bugs and things which annoy them, so I wanted to have strong and robust flowers, and I have those which I didn't know. I had never had this one, so I hope they are going to be happy on my windows. And yes, I'm going to take my soil and organize my boxes. So I also went to visit my friend Gaëlle just yesterday, and I filmed, I had a tea time at her home. My friend Gaëlle, you have seen her in the roadwork video that we filmed in November, and I had uploaded the video in January. So I will link just the video under this one if you didn't see it, if you didn't watch it. And she just showed us her home, her favorite clothes, all that. And I came back with a lot of clothes. She was not interesting anymore, so it was really fun. And she's going actually to start her YouTube channel. So I'm really, really happy and excited to see what she's going to have over there. For now, the channel is there, but the first video is going to arrive in just in a handful of days. I've seen the video, she's finishing to edit it, but I'm really happy to see the videos she's going to have there, even if for the moment it's normal you don't see any videos because they're just coming. She's finishing to edit it, but I'm really happy and excited. When I came back from Gaëlle's home, she gave me a lot of clothes that she was not wearing anymore, so I was really lucky to grab all those. So they were just clothes she almost never wear or she doesn't like anymore, so there was this nice sort of top with butterflies embroidery at the end. These are the one, two. This is typical Gaëlle's clothes because it's really her colors. I usually wear less cold colors and warmer colors, usually more pink and all that, but I'm happy I will mix them with my own. There are this one, two. Look, nice things for fall, autumn, winter. This one too, which is Merveilles, a brand we both like very much, which doesn't exist very much now. I think they have stopped, but it's still sometimes possible to find few clothes. So there was some thing like that at the top. There were nice details also on the sleeves. This one would be not something I would wear usually, but I just thought I would try. I will see how I can mix it with my own clothes. It's usually sort of fabric I don't like very much. I don't like synthetical fabric, but I will see if I can play mix it with my own thing. I like dots, polka dots. I quite like that. On another one. So I just came with nice clothes. This one, how does it work? Just a blue top. So yes, another blue. She has a lot of blue, purple, all that, which is not a thing I usually wear, but I will mix it with my own. It's going to be fine. So I was quite happy to come back with all these clothes. Clochette, stop doing that. Stop doing that, Clochette. So I'm also going to show you just quickly the final result with my new studio. I just changed my table and I'm so happy with this new arrangement because I have 2 chairs and I can decide if I want to have the light coming in front of me or behind me. So it's really great when I'm working on something, sculpting things and all that, or I'm drawing, painting, so it depends how I want to use light. So it's great, and with the summer, we have such an intense summer right now, it feels good to have a bit of fresh air and being near the window, all that. So I'm really super happy. I don't think I'm going to change this new installation for a long time because I'm really happy. Maybe I'm going to change my chest of drawers, which is next to the window, and I'm going to put it somewhere else. I'm not entirely sure of the rest of the studio, but the table is going to stay here. And the reason it wasn't there before, at the beginning at least, it was because I had a guest bed here. So on Monday 3, which is when I'm filming this today, I'm adding my 2 beasts from the Beauty and Beast series. I'm still working on the bell, but they were not finished, so I just thought it doesn't matter. The beast will be there first, and then the beauties and the bell will arrive later. I still plan to have 1 or 2 more pieces inspired by this fairy tale. Still also working on my pieces for the exhibitions. The reason I had to reorganize everything because I needed more space to work on everything in a separated way, so in my mind it would be less cluttered. So it's the reason I need to have more space behind me in the room so that I could manipulate all the things for the workshop, things for the exhibition and things for my Etsy shop. And when I pack and I wrap my parcels, also all that. I hope you don't have the crazy heat we have right now. We have 2-3 days of just a bit better weather, and I'm filming that, really taking advantage of these days to film a bit because I don't have to have all my shades down, all that. It's so much more comfortable. I'm not roasting. Clochette is not roasting either. It's so much better, but it's back and it's going to be there for a long time. Maybe till the end of August, I'm not sure, but for a big part of August we are still going to be very warm. So I'm going to leave you here. I will have other videos from my Beauty and the Beast series. It's not finished. I'm going to have other videos, video about Belle, another video about things inspired by the fairy tale, all that. So you're going to continue to see videos totally focused on the fairy tale and the pieces I'm creating for the fairy tale in August. And the next bell will be added to my Etsy shop a bit later in August. I will have another Etsy shop update, so you will be notified a bit everywhere when they arrive. So I will have for sure other videos coming. Hopefully the heat will not be too much a problem to film and to do all that. And you can also subscribe to Gaëlle's channel because her videos are coming and they are going to be really nice and really interesting, and you're going to be really surprised by the things she's going to share here. And for now, I will leave you here and I hope to see you very soon.